Hello, it's Sally at Dotty B here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be working on my my collage, but it's also kind of incorporating botanical beauties with the cherry blossom and Stitch the Seasons. So it's kind of morphed into my spring project as well. So I'm really getting into the swing of this now. I kind of had a little block on it at one stage, but I know exactly what I want to do now. So I'm hoping to hopefully finish it in this episode. If not, I might stop the video, finish what I need to finish, and then, yeah, I'm going to finish it in this video, basically. Because I know what I want and there isn't that much more to do. So in the last episode, I think I showed you my words. I finished that and I finished stitching down all of these this is kind of like my depiction of a garden. So we've got the forget-me-nots and the primulas, a little bit of tall flower there, a few leaves, and then I've put the Suffolk puff and this appliqued flower on and some buttons just to depict flowers in the garden. Kind of, I suppose it's spring all at once because spring's going from kind of like March month to March, April, May, isn't it? It's encompassing all of those months. So although you don't get all the flowers at once, it's kind of my depiction anyway. So that's what I'm going for. I've stitched on my little doily that is kind of like my tablecloth. So this is the inside, kind of looking out into the garden. It's just a depiction. It's not obviously possible in real life, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I stitched on my tablecloth because my garden flowers are actually going over my tablecloth. So perhaps we're looking inside the window. I don't know. But it's just how it's working out. And I've just gone through the little dots, the little holes on the edge of the cloth. I've just done a back stitch all the way around in a peach. I don't know if you can see that or not, in a peach thread. So that's all done. Now I spoke last time about what critter or animal I'm going to put on my piece, and I have decided on a bee because I've been sitting in the conservatory doing some stitching a couple of times this week, and a fat bumblebee or several fat bumblebees have kind of, you hear a tapping on the window and you think, what's that? And it's a bumblebee. I don't know what they're doing, but I think they're probably dozy from sleep and hibernation, but they're quite plump and fat. So I know they're a bumblebee rather than the honeybee. We've got honeybees in our garden as well. But this was definitely a round bumblebee. So your traditional style bee, I suppose. So that's what's going up in this top corner here. Now I have gathered a few supplies. Yeah, a tape measure, I know. I'm going to show you what I might do that. I'm not sure. And then I've also got some beads because I thought I could. This one here, it's not quite a black, it's like a brownish colour. But if I was kind of wanting to sew over in yellow thread to make a bumblebee, or I thought I could do a yellow one with black thread. I'm not sure yet. I've also got this one here. I don't know whether you can see or not. And it has kind of got little dashes. It's really hard to see, little dashes, kind of like stripy, and I thought, well, that would make quite a nice body, although there's not that much stripe on it. But I kind of like that one. It's kind of like the right shape, so I like that bead. Then what I thought with this, because it's kind of like the right colour and I suppose sewing theme and whatnot, this is an old tape measure. It's had its day. It's tearing in places, it's kind of ripped a little bit and it's seen better days, and I have got others, and it is fabric. And I thought, I wonder if I can like cut a piece and have that as the body. So that's where I also found a stripy fabric, and I thought I could perhaps put some black lines on that fabric, but I think I'm going to go a little bit more creative than that. And I think I'm narrowing it down to either the tape measure, which I'm beginning to really like the idea of, or I suppose I could do a couple, couldn't I? Or would that look odd? Because I love that bead. I think that would be perfect. Oops. But I like this idea as well. I'm going to go for this idea just because I've not done this kind of thing before. So I have my scissors. This is just, it's double-sided actually, this is. So I don't know, it doesn't really matter where I start. I don't suppose it matters. I might keep that one because of might maybe use that for something else. I'm going to start this end, I think, because this is all faded and I wouldn't be able to use this. I'm going to do probably number 3. That's the first clearest. I'll save these. I won't chuck it away. So we'll go for number 3 for no particular reason, other than it's the first one with clear print on it. So I need some thread. So shall I use black thread or yellow thread? Probably yellow would be better, or I've got that. Would that? That's not too far. We'll go for that one. That's fine. Needle. Where's my needle gone? I'm not going to shape it. I thought I might shape it. Shall I shape? I don't know whether to take the edges off a little bit. But I think once it's got its wings on, it will look like a bee. And I'm going to do, I might pop it there actually, because what I want to do is like a bee trail as well. So hopefully it'll make it look like a square bee. But this is not taken from anything other than a depiction of, do you know what I mean? Like, let's use art, what's it called? Artistic license. I'm using artistic license. So should we have it there? And then with the trail going that way, I think, yeah. Yeah, so we're taking quite a leap of artistic license with this, but not everything has to actually, you know, you don't have to draw an actual bee. It can just be an interpretation of, as, you know, like everything else, flowers. Flowers aren't buttons, are they? They're, you know, buttons are buttons, but we do depict a flower as a button. A button as a flower, rather. Button as a, yeah. Get the right way round, Sally. So all I'm doing here is just a little kind of whip stitch all the way around, just to attach it. But you can't really see my, because it's the same colour, you can't really see my stitches. I think it'll probably detract too much if I did it with black. Oh, I was also going to put some lace on to show clouds. Probably should have done that first before I put my bee on, because my bee could have gone over the clouds. But let's have a look in a minute. Let's get this on first now. There we go. Okay. So that's the first part of my bee. Yeah, I did think about clouds. I've just pulled out some lace. This is just all vintagey lace, and I just thought a little bit in the corner. I should really have done it before I did my bee. I've got this soft lace. Perhaps that would be, right, if I crinkle it up, yeah, if I crinkle it up a little bit, that's a possibility. I've got these as well, but I didn't know. I think that's a little bit too blunt. I've got that one, a bit too tea-dyed. I think that's a no. And I've got that one as well, which, and this, I think this has come off an old petticoat. It's the trimming off an old petticoat. It's gorgeous. And I did think of doing, see, that's nice as well, isn't it? Like that as well. But then, no, I'm going to have a fluffy cloud. Let's pop those out the way. I'm just going to pop those over there, as it blocks my light if I put anything in front of the window. So this here, it looks like it's some kind of veil. A wedding veil, maybe. I'm going to, want that little bit on, or no, I'm not. I'm going to just take a bit of the netting itself and leave the embroidered bits on for another project. Let's put that out of the way. And then just kind of, it's not, I mean, it's not going to be that visible, but it would be quite nice if it just went in that corner as a cloud. What colour shall I do? Shall I just do, I don't know whether to do it in cream so it doesn't really stand out too much, or not actually this colour, although it's not too bad actually. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to just do it in cream because I still want my bee trail to kind of go over the top of it, so it might detract. So let's do it in just a neutral colour. So as I was saying, I have kind of planned what I'm doing, and so I know I'm going to do a bee, I know I'm going to do some other things, but I know I was going to do a cloud, but that's as far as I plan. Whatever you see on the video is me trying to suss out what I'm doing, how I'm going to create the bee, create the cloud and whatnot. I can't seem to actually design something and then just do it. I have to kind of adapt as I'm going along. So I'm just taking little stitches, kind of like an invisible stitch, all the way round. And just shape it as I'm going along. It will tell me the shape that it wants to go in. I'm just trying to ruche it up a little bit so it looks like a fluffy cloud. Slowly travelling across the sky. All nice and fluffy. A bit of a spiky bit there, let's get rid of that, tuck that under. Oops, beads are moving out the way. There, there's my cloud. Don't know whether to I'm just trying something out here. I don't know whether it'll look right or not. I'm just doing a bit of running stitch across the clouds. Let's see if it looks, I don't know. Let's see how it looks when I've finished. Yeah, I'm going to do a bit of running stitch. I'm not going to go all the way across with every single one of them. That one's only going halfway across. And then that one can start there. Go that way. And then I might do one more. That just needs a stitch because it's sticking up. like that, and then just a couple of stitches over here. There. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, so let's carry on with our bee. I need some wings. Now you know that it's got circles. They'd be nice, but they're a bit too clumsy. Well, what else have I got that's circly? Are they too small? I mean, if I could find 2 more, they would be ideal. But you know what's going to happen? I won't be able to find them. No. Oh. I know I've got some more of this, but I don't know where it is. Sorry, I'm just having a rummage through my little drawer of odds and ends. But, right, let me have a think. Where's the rest of this? Is it here? Right, let's have a quick route. Quick route through. It could be in here. I know I've seen it recently. I can't remember where it's from. Oh, hang on. Right, they're too big, I think. Oh, this is the problem with them. Not having everything sorted before you start filming. But I just don't... Oh, hang on. Right, hang on a minute. What's that? This here. Look at those. And there's 4 of those. 2 are long ones and 2 are short, stubby ones. Right, okay. Let's put them out of the way. This is what we're going to use. So I'm going to go with the long ones. Kind of fit like that, don't they? Or the stubby ones. I like the stubby ones, I think. Right, let's cut them off. Just see how that looks. It's probably going to look nothing like a bee when I've finished. I wonder if the long ones might be better. Right, I'm going to cut them all up anyway. That's the long one. And I know bees have got more than, have they got 2 wings? When you draw a bee, what, okay. Sorry, I'm thinking as I'm going along. Right, that's the stubby one, but that's got a little bit too much on it. I think it goes over there, that bit's. All the short ones. No, I'm going to go for these ones after all that. Okay, like I say, it's just my fiction of a bee. It's not real. Not a real likeness, I know. But if I can just get the image of it, then that's what I'm kind of looking for. I think I'm just going to, oops, needle's gone flying. I'm just going to chop a little bit more out of that. Make it a bit neater, yeah. Yep, like that. Okay, these are just going to be sewn on with this yellow thread again. the right way round? Is that the right way? I don't know if there is a right and wrong for this one. I think I'm going to, I think it's, I don't know. I don't think there is a right and wrong. It also looks a little bit like honeycomb as well, a honeycomb cloud. This is reminding me a little bit of the butterfly I did on my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery Volume 4. I made it with the a spool. It was obviously thinner and smaller than this, of thread for the body, and then lace wings, and that turned out really good. So let's hope that my bee will. There's a duff bit. Okay, that's one wing. And then that's the other wing. Sorry, I was just looking and thinking that wing is shorter than that wing. Have I got the right ones? But yeah, they're definitely the other ones, yeah. Okay, so let's do this side. Oops, getting caught up. Got a quiet house today. Well, at the moment I have. There's still a couple of children in bed, and then my husband and my daughter have gone out. It's a little bit quiet at the moment, so I thought I'd sneak away, do a little bit of stitching. I've just pegged my washing out because it's a sunny day today, unusually enough, because it's usually raining. Just doesn't stop raining at the moment, but it's so lovely and sunny at this moment in time. So I've put my washing out. Hopefully it'll dry before the rain come. Do I want to put antenna? I don't want to do that. Do I want the same colour or not? Right, let me think about this. Just shut that out of the way. I want to go over my cloud, kind of like that. In what colour? What colour? I think I'm going to stay with this colour, just because I don't want to use too much black. I know there's black there, but I don't want to use too much black. So I'm going to stay with this colour. Whoops, I need a bigger knot. And am I going to do back stitch or running stitch? I think I'm doing back stitch. What I might do is now do a tiny little running stitch, kind of vary my stitches, change my stitches. If it doesn't look right, then I'll undo it. Try and do some tiny stitches now, almost like dots. Oops. And then back to her back stitch maybe. A little stitch. Oh, that didn't catch. I was going to have to go back and do that one. I must have come up and down the same hole. How's that looking if I mix the stitches? It's looking okay. Might be a bit harder to do on this. I'm having trouble seeing where the pencil line is. I didn't want to do it too I suppose I could do friction pen, but I'm being lazy. I can't bother to iron it off. Just make it up as I go along. Usually works, doesn't it? Another loop the loop. And then let me just have a look, see how it's looking so far. So the direction of travel we want to go now is kind of just up there like that. Okay, so a few more little running stitches, I think. And then a few tiny stitches. gone quiet. I'm concentrating. Can you tell? You go into your own world when you're stitching, don't you? And you can just, I can anyway, I can just stitch for hours and look up at the clock and think, what time is it? And wow, have I really been stitching all that time? There's not enough hours in the day, I don't think, to find a stitch. There's always something coming up, like life. Oops. Right, let's have a look, see how that looks. I like it, but I don't like that bit. I'm going to just go back and make those a little bit bigger, those little stitches there. They're not quite big enough for me. I'm not happy with them, so I'm just going to go over them and make them a tiny little bit bigger. I'm sure they'll be fine. And that one there. It's just those two really. They didn't work how I thought they were going to work. But that's better. Yep, okay, I'm happy with that. Let's just finish my needle off. Then we can have a look. There we go. So that's the bee. And it's kind of, if you look at it, you're going to think it's a bee, I think. I don't know whether to put a little, yeah, let's put a little antenna. I could put some beads on actually, couldn't I? Let's do that. Right, so I'm going to back stitch this, I think. Did I put the small, I had some small beads out and I've gone and, I've put them away, haven't I? Right, oh, what was, no. Hang on, let me grab my beads. This one here. Go for the yellow. I did actually have another idea. I've got these beads here, which are a bit bigger, and I did think if I got do something simple, there's two beads, two yellows and one black, and then kind of putting them, where's my needle? Let me just do that. Yeah, kind of like that, oh, they're not going to do it, right, that's not got a hole in it, that's why it's not doing it. That, yeah, like that, and then just sewing it down like that. But that would look quite cool as well. But I'm liking what I've done with my tape measure. It's turned out better than I thought. So I'm just going to pop a little yellow bead or black bead. Oh dear, I haven't got any small black beads. I've got, what's in here? Oops, sorry for the noise. I've got a really dark blue. Do we go dark blue? It's kind of shimmery as well. It almost reminds me of like a dragonfly colour. But I think that would look nice rather than yellow. But let me just get a yellow out and just see. There's yellow. Let me just do that. Where's it gone? So we've got that one on, oh dear, that one there. It's not going to stay, but there. Or a yellow. Yeah, I'm going to go for the darker colour, just on this tiny little bit. I wonder if, I bet my needle won't go through the hole. Oh, it does. Okay. that's one. And do the other one. Not there. Put in my thread. That's a really wonky antenna. Is it too wonky? I don't know how that's happened. I thought I did it straight. Okay. All right, I need to find another one. Oops. Oh dear, I want that one there because it looks like it's got quite a big hole in it. Doesn't want to go. Dear. Oh, it doesn't look the right, is it? Colour. Hang on. It's not the right colour. That's like a brownie colour. Right, that's not right. Okay. Just give me a second to find another one. Look, well, if I can't find one. That looks like the right colour. Yeah. Eek. Oh, okay. It's almost greeny blue. Right, let me just pop those out of the way. Let's hope. No, it won't go through. Right, I need a thinner needle, which is oops a daisy. Everything's falling. Which one's thin? That one's quite thin. Where is it? Oh, only just. I don't think I'm going to get... It'll be okay the first time, but when the hole is filled with a strand of thread, I think it might be difficult to get it through. I can't find... I have some thinner ones, thinner needles somewhere. It's gone through once. Let's give it a go. Now that my thread's gone through once, it may not... Oh, no. That's fine. Okay. Let's finish that off. There we go. One. It'll be... Let's pop those away. That can go up there. Let's put the beads away. Do that. So that's our bee. So there's my bee. Oh, I'm really happy with that, actually. I do like that. It's turned out better than I thought it was. I thought I may have to trim the body, but I think I quite like the square body. Oh, I really like that, actually. I'm really pleased. Okay, so that's that done. Now I've also, it's not really a spring thing, but I did find, you know, when my children were young at school, and you know how you have to name all their clothes. Well, as an enthusiastic new mum and whatnot, I thought, oh, I'm going to buy name tapes and sew them on. So when my first child went to school, sewed all his name tags on. Did the same with the second and the third, and my fourth child. Oh, I thought, no, I'm so over this. So she got a Sharpie, and I did buy them for her, but as you can see, they're all here. Look, I didn't use them. They're all new. Little old rubies. So I didn't use hers, but I've got all the rest of them, and I saved them because obviously you could once they've outgrown a uniform, you can take them off and that's why I bought them as well, because of that. But oh look, there's Jamie's. He's got loads of new ones. I must have got fed up with Jamie's my third child. Ruby's my fourth child. So obviously they've got quite a lot left over. Although, what's that one there? Look, who's that one? Is that Abby's? It's got a flower on, so it must be Abby's. Oh, that's Ruby's as well. Look, there you go. Ruby's got 2 piles of unused ones. That's Abby's there. She's got a few left. And then Jack wouldn't have any left because I've used all his. Jack's my oldest. So yeah, so I've got new ones, but I've also got these ones that are old. Now, I'm obviously not going to put their names on, but our surname is West. So I was thinking, I'm just going to get one of those that have kind of been washed and worn and whatnot. So it looks like an old one. Pop those back. I thought I could use this, I'll save Abby's name, but I thought I could use the West as a word. Obviously it's just a word as well. And maybe make a little compass. I don't know, kind of thought, that's my idea. That's what I thought. So I'm going to try and tuck that bit over, sew it on, just in a random place. This is for no particular reason other than I thought it was a good idea. Just an idea that I had, and I thought, oh, I'm going to use that on a project, and it's probably not the right project to use it on, but I thought I'd do it on this one. So I'm going to go over the border a little bit. In fact, I'll sew everything else on apart from that end, and then I'll come back to that end because I need to tuck it over. But it might be easy once it's sewn on already. So again, just a little whip stitch over. I was just, I'd forgotten all about these, and you know how I went into a cupboard and was searching for something else actually. I can't remember what I was searching for now, and I found this bag, the bag of these names. I thought, oh, they will come in handy. They will. Can reuse them. Kind of hold a little bit of sentimentality as well. So it's always nice when you can put a little piece of yourself on a project, isn't it? I think I've done that a little bit wonky. I can still see my ouch, ow, 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 ow. That's the holes where I sewed it onto the uniform. Right, I'll do that one, and then I'm going to see if I can kind of tuck it over a little bit and get rid of that raw edge. These do tend to fray if you don't, and I apologise. I can see that's made me bleed, that one. Oh dear. I'm sorry if you can see. I need to go and put plaster on, I think. Went quite deep. Right, let's try again and concentrate. All I'm aware of is you can see my thumb bleeding. Right, let's get the first stitch in, then I might be able to tuck the rest in after. Right, I'm not bothered about it being... Right, I apologise for the blood. I'm going to do this as quick as I can because otherwise it's going to come undone again. Right. Sorry. Oh, the things we do for our art, eh? Right, it's not quite square. It's not got a square corner on this. This hasn't, but I think it's going to be okay. It might look better wonky, to be honest. I don't mind wonky. Let's have a look, see how that looks. There wasn't really that much to play with. Much fabric to play with, but yeah, it's on. Right, so what I'm going to do now is a compass. What colour am I going to do? I've dug out some colours. I think I might do red though. Oh look, I've just found that as well. Oh look, there's a number 7. That could go somewhere, couldn't it? Right, I don't know where that's come from. That's just appeared. Do I go red or I'm thinking a blue, just because we've got a turquoisey and we've got blues here. I'm going to have to go and get the blue because I've not got blue out. Sorry about this. It looks like I'm really unorganised, and that's because I am. But this is what you've got to do. If I was at, you know, if I am at home, but if I was, you know, on my own and whatnot, this is kind of thing that you do, isn't it? Anyway, so you kind of think, or you have ideas, and then you have to find. Oh, that's nice. That's kind of like, look at that. That's kind of like a marine, I don't know, marine blue, turquoisey, dark turquoise. That would look quite nice. Kind of greyish, and the greyish themes. I know spring isn't grey, but that's the kind of muted look I wanted to go for. So this is just a DMC. I don't know what colour it is because it's mega old. But I think that'll look okay on. Let's see anyway. I want to double it up actually. I don't want it thin, too thin. Do I want it more than that? I don't know. Let's do that in a minute. I'm just going to, I haven't got a sharp pencil. I'm just going to sharpen my pencil. So I've got a little bit of, right, okay. I may not even put points. I was thinking of putting points, but I don't even think I'm going to do that. All I'm going to do is the letters. The S is a bit bigger, but I'm not worried. That's fine. Okay, so like that. I think actually this will probably be thick enough. I'm just thinking, shall I just do a back stitch? This is me thinking, sorry, I'm just, I don't know whether to do stem stitch. I'll do it the right way. I'm going to do a stem stitch. Just makes it a little bit thicker. hear the house starting to wake up. Somebody's upstairs. You can hear banging. Someone's upstairs. Right. Nearly done. Might not do all of these on camera. But they don't take too long, I suppose. Do a curly bit on the end. A little bit more, I think. Let's go round. It has to be over that way. Oh dear. Doesn't want to go. Right, there we go. That's the end done. Let's finish that off. Just a bit wonky. Never mind. Never mind. Right, after, what am I doing after this? I did write down a couple of notes actually, just so that I could remember, because I thought, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But then I forget how I'm going to do it and what I'm going to do it. So I thought I'd write it down, and then I'm not having to, I would say think on camera, but I do have to think on camera because I have ideas of what I'm going to do, but I don't know how to do it. That's the bit that kind of, the process that you see. Going on. I think my E is going to be quite plain. Sometimes it's hard to do a fancy E. The wrong way around. That nearly done this one. 2 more bits to do. I'm doing back stitch now, aren't I? I'm the wrong way around. I might not go over that stitch. That and one more here. Oh, I've done this in singles. Oh, what a! I've done it in a single strand. What a silly sausage. Why on earth have I done that? You can see that that one is thicker than that one. Right, okay. Oh dear, I wasn't thinking. I'm annoyed with myself now. I'll have to go over it. Right, sorry, I've gone quiet again because I'm concentrating. I'm not sulking, honestly, because I've gone wrong. I will go over it. It'll be fine. You won't be able to see. You won't be able to tell. It's a bit of a large stitch. I was saying I was going to switch the camera off and do these off camera. I've nearly finished them now. If you get bored, you'll just have to zap through this bit. Fast forward me. Oops, I'm sewing my finger to the fabric. Just have a look at how does it go a bit further out? It goes a bit further out. I just couldn't see my pencil mark for a moment. That's better. Righty ho. That is lovely. And I'm happy with that one, at least. Right, let's have a look. There we go. So I've just got to go over the E. It's not quite as fancy, is it, as the others? I need to do a little bit of zhuzhing up, I think, of that one. It's not as good. So I'm going to do it. Right, I'm going to start off on a single thread. Just go over it. And then that should thicken it up. And then I'm just going to see if I can put a couple of decorative twirls on it. Ouch. Oh, it was not a... dear. My stitches are all over the place now. In fact, that's not even a... Right, ignore my stitches, because they're terrible. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to go... Right, how can I'm not going to zhuzh it up, I just think it won't look right. I'm going to finish that off. It's fine as it is. I just think if I put curls on the end, it will just look like that. I don't know. I don't think it'll look right. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. So I put a, not in this colour actually, in some red. I want two strands actually. Make it a bit thicker. it's got a little cross in the middle, or a little kiss. I'm going to call it a kiss, not a cross. There we go. It's a bit wonky, but never mind. Okay, so that's that bit. Now, what else did I think I was going to do? Oh, I know what I was going to do, yeah. I've got some green, and I thought I'd just do some, just in here, I just thought I would do some feather stitch. I think I've got that right. Yeah, I get my fly and my feather stitch mixed up, but I mean feather stitch until it turns into fly stitch, and then it will be fly stitch. I meant to do all along, so I apologise. This is no tutorial at all. This is just me messing around and sewing. In fact, I always have to think how to start it. This is definitely no tutorial because I can't remember how to start it off. That's not right, is it? It's something like this. I'm really sorry. Oh dear. It's a wonky fly stitch. I'm not very good at it. It was just to fill in a little bit of, because I've not, I've decided to leave the leaves of the blossom plain and just have the transfer showing. I thought I'd just pop in some branches. Right, I'm getting rightness here. It's getting caught in everything. I'm really sorry about this, but there's probably a really easier way to do this, but I don't know it. I should. I know I should. It's a bit wonky, I know. That's not right. It must need looping underneath. There we go. I need to look at a tutorial on how to do it. I'm sure there's a really easy way. Actually, I'm kind of getting into it now. It seems if I do it upside down, from upside down, it's kind of working okay. Because that's much straighter. Isn't it? That'll do. I'm finding this much easier now. I'm getting towards the end. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. That one's done. Yep. Oh, I mean, it's definitely got better as it's gone along. So I need to practice. Practice, practice, practice. That's what's needed. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm doing, and I need to do, I'm going to start with some more thread. I need to do one, probably 2 or 3 more. Right, so let's do it again, and hopefully this time it'll be much better. Although this one, I've got to kind of curve it a little bit, so that was kind of straight, but this one I've got to curve it round. So I think I'm going to sneeze, or maybe not, I don't know. Right, so I'm going to kind of start it there. Let's do it again upside down, because that seemed to work. Right, so I'm going in that direction there. So let's see how we get on. Oh dear. Yeah. Sorry, I'm pulling it towards me. It's natural to pull. You're sewing towards you, isn't it? That's done. What did I do wrong that time? Oh, look at this. Oh, sorry, I just shook you. Sorry. Getting too excited. I don't think that's right. I think I need to go over there. Yeah, getting too excited. Get too overconfident. Don't get too overconfident, because something will go wrong. I'm talking to myself, not to anybody else. Well, I definitely find it easier doing it upside down. Right, I just need to steer it. A little bit of steerage around here. Little fluff balls of blossom are getting in the way. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Oops. Okay, well, it's working in a roundabout fashion. I think I'm doing okay. I still feel like I'm going to sneeze in a moment. Oh, sorry, I keep feeling like I'm going to sneeze. Keeps going. Right, so that's that one. That's not too bad, is it? Let's have a look. Oh dear. Right, yeah, it's okay. I want a little one here, and yeah, I think probably just one more, actually. I don't think that's going to be enough. Let's get another couple of strands out. Right, go upside down again, and start about, right, sorry, I want to kind of go like that, start about here. I feel that I'm getting better at this. It feels a lot easier and it's running a lot smoother. Get kind of feeling the rhythm. Stitches to me feel they have a rhythm, and I feel as though I've got a little bit of a rhythm going. I don't think I have now, but yeah, I do feel better now that now that I've got to the end. I feel I might have just about got the hang of it. There we go. So there's little, yeah, I'm quite happy with those. I know that. Look at that one. Yeah, okay. That will always remind me that you need to practice. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, so I don't know how long this video has gone on for. I really apologise if it's gone on too long and I'm boring you. I've just got a couple more things. Hang on. I'm just looking at my notes of what I wanted to do. I've got a couple more things. One of them was, for this peachy colour, I wanted to do some circles. I sort of do a couple of circles to, I need a bigger needle. There's my grill. This is another stitch that I've done before, but I can never remember how to start it off. It's something like a buttonhole wheel or something like that. It's called. I was going to do it there. I'm just roughly making a circle. And then I think you start on the outside. It's like a buttonhole stitch. And I love it. I can never remember how to start it. Oh, okay. It's making me out to be a fibber, but I'm not. Sometimes I don't get it, but sometimes I do, and this is one of the times I do. So it's going to work okay. A little bit of fabrics. Okay. So you start in the middle. No, you don't. I started at the outside, didn't I? And then you go into the middle, and then you come back up to the outside, but you kind of loop your thread. Around. And if you go around, it makes a little wheel. I like doing these when I'm doing hollyhocks. I like doing them all like in a long line and a cluster. And the hollyhocks look really nice. Do more different sizes. I think it's called something like a buttonhole wheel. Something like that. Probably used, this is a 6-stranded DMC, but I probably should have used less. It's a bit clunky. Okay, so, and then you just go back down, and that's your little wheel. Let me just finish that off and I'll move it up to the camera. So it's made a little wheel, little circle. I think they look nice as a flower. And then I've got a yellow thread, oh yeah, got yellow. Just thought I'd put a couple of yellow on. So I'm going to do these in not so many, say 3 strands, I think. So that's quite long. Three strands, we'll do these in. Make them a little bit more delicate. Maybe not so clunky as that one was. So again, we're going to do this one. I fancy doing it somewhere there. Just mark it a little bit, just give me a guide. So I might go over. So start at the edge, find a centre point, and then, I think I'm a right-hander, so I wonder if that's why I do it anti-clockwise. I don't know whether it makes a difference or not, but I don't know how I would, I can't fathom out how I would do it clockwise, so I'm going anti-clockwise. But maybe if you're left-handed, maybe you have to go the other way, I'm not sure. I only just thought of that when I thought, which way shall I go? And I thought, I can't figure out how I'd go clockwise, so it's obviously, I don't know. I did know that puzzle, the answer to that puzzle. Yeah, I definitely like the 3-strand look better than the 6-strand. I think this is about finished. Really pleased with it. For saying I had it for a while when I was not wanting to do anything, but not knowing what to do. I couldn't get any inspiration. And then it just came all at once when the spring arrived. It just happened. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so there we go. I think that's about it. I don't want to go overkill with it. I just love it as it is. So got a little bee. I love that. I love how that's turned out. I'm really pleased with that. And the cloud, fluffy cloud. Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, that's my spring project done already, and it's only just started to start. Spring has only just started, really. So might even do something else to celebrate spring. I don't know. Anyway, I've kept you long enough because I think this is quite a long video now. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. So take care. Bye for now.